was like 3:30 to about 7, just like passed out. And I'm like, and my sleep schedule probably hasn't been good ever since. Like I think
then? Fucked it up since then, bro.
The summer of 09, I swear to God, fucked my sleep schedule up for the rest of my life.
But yo, check it out. This is So Sundays episode 12 with your hosts Driss, Alpha, Bashir, Curtis, and Sumie.
How was everybody's weekend?
Come on, it was great. It's always
chill.
good.
Yeah, I mean Saturday we had Friendsgiving, good times, good people.
Hella food. We got
Oh, shout out! We got a new soundboard, so
y'all want to be hearing some stupid shit,
Bashir,
some dumb shit.
Bashir, don't abuse it, please.
I'm not gonna abuse it, bro. I'm gonna try not
But
to.
give Sumie and Kathy here, they P's and Q's, man.
They
threw down. They threw down.
there you go.
For Sumie, Cassie, y'all fed us. Y'all fed us right.
Oh, it's crazy.
It was amazing. I got leftovers.
Yo, we gotta. Sumie, can you talk about the unappreciative guest that we had?
Tell us about you.
No, come on. Now you shy? Come on.
He said now you should.
I'm not going to name any names, but Cassie and I, honestly, we opened up. It was nice on Saturday. It was like 60
Really
something.
nice.
It was super nice.
So we opened up all
It
the windows.
rained like shit that night, though.
It poured. Everybody brought in water into the apartment. But I was just in the kitchen, and we had the oven on all day making that damn turkey. And it was so hot. And one of our unappreciative guests walked into the kitchen and basically said how, commented on how hot the kitchen was. And I said, we're just heating up food. It's been on all day. And he kind of just made a comment like, well, you guys should have just started sooner or timed it better.
Bruh. That's so
The audacity.
Come on! Oh my
The
god!
audacity. I'm like, you are so lucky it's me because I know how to bite my tongue and just keep it.
Cassie would have ate him alive.
Cassie would have torn him
Cassie
apart.
should have said something. You notice how like he was always in the most awkward spots in that crib. I'll be trying to get some alcohol or something. He'd just be standing there, just like in the way,
like,
just
move,
like
nigga.
just
In the way.
Fuck out the way, bro. Just God.
Nigga's socially awkward, bro. But anyway, it was good times.
That's a thing, though. Social awkwardness, bro. Like,
I get awkward.
I do
It makes
too.
me awkward to see social awkward.
yeah.
Don't make me feel awkward
Yeah.
around you, bro. Like,
I even get awkward in movies when I see like a really awkward part in the movie. I hate that. I really hate
that's
those.
that's like when you go watch a movie with your parents or something, and you know the sex scene is coming up, and you just like, man, what the fuck? Hey, man, I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
I always
man.
look at my phone. I start playing shit like.
You ever get those? You ever like those points in the movies where the character is like in an awkward situation and you just imagine yourself in that situation?
Yeah.
That's why I love
gets tight.
Netflix. You can fast forward. I always fast forward to awkward situation. I'm like, nope, I'm not watching this.
That's funny.
Fuck that.
But yeah, Friendsgiving was lit. We
was
ate,
great.
drunk, sang.
Played.
We singing
won.
Celine
I'll say,
Dion
yo.
and.
I want to comment on how this nigga Bashir is a cheater.
I'm not a cheater.
Oh,
First of all.
no, we waxed her. Oh, yeah, we waxed
Y'all some
her.
cheaters.
Can we just
Y'all
say,
some cheaters.
okay,
We waxed
the
her.
card was acting out horseback riding, and Curtis kept saying Brokeback Mountain.
It was Ashley on my back, and this nigga thought
Bruh,
Brokeback
I
Mountain.
just see a horse, and so I'm like, all right, Brokeback. I don't know why it correlates like that, bro.
I mean,
Really, nigga?
Come on,
bro, you're having way too much fun with
I
that.
know this
already.
shit is funny, bro. I was gonna be like the dad right now. All right,
I have to
stop.
be.
All
But
right,
yeah, we
all
played
right.
charades.
I'm done.
If you guys in, we played charades, and it got heated.
But
We won.
We was going, we took the W. We took that W.
I like games and board games. Like you got to take that serious.
I like more games like charade. Like
That's what,
board
like,
games
that kind of
bore
not
me.
board games, yeah. But like any kind of game when it's like just friends or family around, I'm winning.
Yeah.
oh, same.
Uno, come on,
And it has
baby.
to be like alcohol involved.
Yeah.
It has to.
I mean,
Guess
we all
what?
know.
sober fun games like that shit is
Yeah.
boring, bro.
You know, charades is like the black people Uno. You feel me? Like, white people love playing like Uno and shit.
I love
Yeah.
Uno. Hold on.
Uno too.
Don't give it to the
No,
white
but
people.
white people,
Do not give Uno to the white people.
White people really love
I
playing
thought
Uno.
white people played like
Oh,
Trouble.
Boots is shaking his head. He's like,
No, they play like
Remember
Scrabble,
Trouble?
bro.
Yeah,
They
They
Scrabble.
play Scrabble. Oh,
They
Scrabble
played the
is
one.
shit.
What's the one where the mouse get trapped?
Oh, Mousetrap.
That's
Man, what's that doctor
Sorry.
game? That doctor
Motherfuckers
game?
playing sorry and
Operation.
shit.
Yeah,
Don't give him Uno.
Okay, but
Uno's
I'm sorry,
great.
but when you play Uno, the most
Operation
satisfying
would
thing
suck.
was when you had like 5 or draw 4s, and you would just put them back.
You just look at them
Whoop
like
their
I'm gonna
ass.
fuck your life up.
Remember that video or that meme where that little boy, his
He's like,
brother
got you.
tore him
Boom,
up,
boom.
bro.
Plus
Tore
4.
him up,
And he's like,
bro.
done. He just puts his hand on his head like. That's what you get for playing.
Yeah,
with me.
you
I mean,
can take an
All
L
right,
back.
all right, y'all.
Let's segue.
Well, this is a weird. There's no easy way to segue into
This
this.
is tough.
all right.
This is tough.
Actually, you know what? Can we touch on Ryan Seacrest and Russell Simmons first? I
don't know if you want to touch on it.
Yeah, no pun intended.
No
pun intended. Damn, this is the second straight week I did that too. But let's do that first, and then we could.
But yeah, I recently seen Ryan Seacrest came out with some allegations saying that he harassed somebody sexually at work. So E is doing like a whole investigation
and yo, Ryan Seacrest runs a lot of shit. The Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
That's him.
That's him. Executive produced. You should see how much shit he
know that.
produced.
So
That's
he's
what I'm
responsible
saying.
for all this
Ryan
shit.
Seacrest is like the
he
Tom
is.
Brady of the industry,
Of
bro.
radio. Of
radio?
Actually, entertainment. I would
That's
say.
what I'm saying. Of the
Yeah.
like entertainment industry.
Like American Idol.
He's
is,
untouched.
Like, that was his.
Oh yeah, I mean everybody knows
Skyrocket.
American Idol.
Yeah.
And his radio
crazy.
show is like the #1 radio show out here.
Is
Like,
it
What is his
really?
radio
Yeah,
show?
I don't listen
it's
to
on
radio,
iHeart.
so-
It's on iHeart Radio.
Oh, that's
like
a huge distributor.
What does he talk about?
right?
Like-
they're like
Yeah.
they're a big media company, right? Yeah.
Well, he also does the top 40 countdown. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? He runs that every week, every month.
And he out here touching women. Fuck you.
Top 40. I mean, but bro,
Actually, it's allegation.
I don't
know.
get
I'm not
I don't get cats like that, bro. Y'all
Is it
y'all
power?
are millionaires.
Is it a
Like,
power
it's
thing, though?
So
It
easy
is
to
a
just-
power,
power
thing.
thing. It's a power
flat
thing.
out a power thing.
But it's like, bruh.
It's like the Terry
why
Crews
fuck
shit.
it up?
It's like the Terry
Why
Crews.
fuck it up though?
We talked about that last week.
Yeah, Terry Crews,
It's a
homie,
power thing.
touched his meat or something in front of his
Yeah.
wife.
in front
What?
of his wife.
Oh, you didn't
In
know
front of
that?
his wife.
Yeah, yeah.
Terry
no,
Crews.
Terry
touched-
Crews. Like,
Big muscle dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know Terry Crews.
No, Terry Crews,
he
big
did
nigga.
what?
Some
No.
dude touched his.
Oh yeah. I heard that.
That's a
I
power
heard
move.
that.
Like,
but that
I
is a
heard
power
that.
move.
They
You gotta
said it
have
was like
so
an
much
executive.
power.
It was an executive producer.
Think
who did
about it, bro. You gotta have so much power to grab Terry Crews' nuts. The last nigga that grabbed Terry Crews'
But you know,
nuts
Terry Crews,
was Cat
even though
Williams,
he's
bro.
scary, like he like a teddy bear, bro.
Are you
Still,
fucking
bro, to
kidding me,
to
my
feel
nigga?
that you have that much
I mean, I'm
power.
not giving it an excuse,
No.
but
No, he looks like a teddy bear, like acting wise.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
But
what I'm saying. You're like cool dude.
like regular day,
Not
a
enough to touch
nigga
his
grabs
dick,
your
though.
dick.
And that's why I say it's a power
in
dynamic.
front of my wife.
I'll be scared. How you
I
gonna
mean,
grab
touching my
nigga's
dick, period. But in front of my wife, like we got to throw down
And
now.
Terry
Yeah,
Crews
bro.
is gonna throw down.
Yeah, that nigga gonna wrap you
He's
up.
like Hulk.
Yeah, his traps is like the size of my chest, bro.
That's a power move.
For real.
That's what I'm saying. The ability to have that much power to just grab Terry Crews by the nuts. Wow. Like it don't shock me. I mean, it came out earlier today. I guess Russell Simmons is in some shit too.
That's
'cause he-
crazy.
You know what's
Crazy.
terrifying about that? Black people are now in this shit, bro.
Yeah.
So that opens the door. Hip hop is just gonna, next thing you know, Jay-Z probably did some
So,
shit.
you know-
But why
Like-
why does that happen? Like that one domino effect causes, and it
It's
seemed like
it's the women that see it like, oh, you came out.
yeah.
I'm gonna come out with this shit too.
Yeah.
Like this is shit happened to me. But there are women out there
bullshit.
that's lying too.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh no, I think there's some.
All
women
I
out there
know
that's
is women
Yeah.
lying for a millionaire.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I'll lie and be like, man, this nigga grabbed all on my ass.
Well, I was gonna say because you said black. I mean, Bill Cosby started the whole.
Oh.
That was kind of
Yeah,
the
that's
trigger
true.
to
That's
everything, and that
true.
was when all the
Pudding.
women came out
Oh.
all at the same time.
Damn,
Damn.
that was a big ass domino too.
My thing is in the women's
think about that.
defense with Bill Cosby. It took 40 something women to come out for people to be like, all right, maybe it's true.
Yeah.
So
Bill
I'm
Cosby.
starting to get to the point where I might have to start trusting the chick first before I
True
go with
that.
the dude. But again,
True
I don't
that.
want. I want to get as much information as possible because I don't want to put somebody in jail for doing something they didn't do
Yeah,
just because
word.
we automatically believe somebody else. Like and that's what makes this shit so difficult because you don't know.
Yeah, you weren't there.
Like you weren't there.
Situations are different. Like they're difficult, bro. If you're not there,
I don't know
that's
how
why
they
it's
like.
so sticky, bro.
Yeah.
Like, because if I wasn't in the room with this man and female, and she's claiming all this and he's saying all that, I don't
if it's
know.
if it's he say she say, what do you do? How do you
my
figure
thing
that
is
out?
this, and
they
that's why.
just side on the women.
Well, no, I say this: if there's multiple women coming out, I'm gonna believe the women.
guy.
But if it's,
I mean, it's,
you
the guy
gotta
did it.
be-
The guy did it. Yeah.
if we're
there's
talking, if we're talking
bandwagoners.
about one person, like again, we're not going. I'm not bringing politics into it. But the senator who came out and that lady accused him of like sexual assault. See what I'm saying? Having too much fun with the
I mean,
soundboard.
that could work. Like, what he do?
Okay, so
Yeah.
allegedly, you feel
You know,
she-
we fucking around.
But nah,
man. It's so fucking
but that was only one woman who accused him of something,
Yeah.
and then there were multiple women who came out in defense of the guy. Who were like, "Yo, I worked for him. He was great with me." So it's like, all right, that's a one-off issue. But when there's 30-something women coming out saying
Yeah.
I gotta believe them.
And
Yeah.
this was happening because, like, remember
Or at least a
the
couple of them.
the girl that accused Nelly
yeah,
of like, because I guess he was like First of all, he's at a country concert and he's grinding on women on a country concert.
Nelly was at a country concert?
Yeah, he was born with the two white boys.
He was
Florida
heavy in
niggas.
that country shit.
That
for
Florida
a minute.
niggas, right?
I don't remember that
Florida
name.
something.
Because it's all in my head.
What's the name of this group?
Florida,
Hey,
but
that shit was fire.
He got allegations that he raped the girl in his trailer after, or his like bus after.
Mm-hmm.
And this nigga straight up came out like, I didn't do that shit.
Yeah,
Like you're wild if you get
Bro,
anything.
if I
out
got
of me.
money and I'm famous like that,
she
bro,
backed
no
out.
girl, I'm so dolo.
Yo,
I'm
if
so
you got that
dolo,
much, here's
bro. I'm
my
having
thing.
my own bus. My niggas can have
But,
their
yeah.
own bus. Like whatever
yeah.
going on
But you
over
know-
there, don't bring that shit
that goes
over
back
here.
to you. That still goes on you if it's your boys. Don't pin it on you.
I'm going by myself. Then,
That- and
bro.
that's why I
I'm
say,
bringing my
if you're
mom
famous-
and my girl,
If you're famous right now, I would advise, and you haven't done anything yet, I would advise you to not fuck anybody that isn't famous themselves.
or just
delete
shit,
your
get
DMs.
get everything on
Like,
camera.
delete your DMs,
Get
bro.
everything
Yeah.
on camera.
Like you can't fuck random women anymore, because you don't know what's going. And it's not me trying to like accuse
sucks.
saying that all these women lie. I'm definitely not saying that. It's just more like it's not worth the risk.
You just got to
It's
collect
definitely
signatures
not,
now.
bro.
Well, no,
What's that
they've
shit
been
called?
doing-
What's that shit called?
NDAs,
Consent,
bro.
yeah.
Well, they've been signing and they've been doing NDAs for a while too. Like,
Yeah, true that. Yeah,
but
yeah,
that's
yeah.
why they do it. Like, yo, you keep your fucking mouth
That's what
shut.
Wiz do. Wiz, like, whenever Wiz have parties and shit, like, he makes everybody, like, nobody can have a phone in his party.
Facts.
duh.
That's
Like, they be
smart.
like, man, give me your phone or you can't come in. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
real.
that's smart.
That's smart as fuck.
But yeah,
That's crazy. Imagine having to like have a girl sign a consent form for you and your homies to smash.
Dang.
So you want to smash
That's a
something?
transaction.
You want to
They
smash
wanna
something?
Sign- shit, she like, hold up, man, I
Sign
ain't
third
even
page.
finished
You got to
Yeah.
sign.
Oh, you
Flat
missed your
out.
initials
Flat
here?
out, though.
You about to get a train right here? Yes, sign initials here.
You want a
Flat out,
facial?
though.
You want a
It's
facial?
a-
All
Hey,
right,
what
got
was
it.
that
Got it right
on,
here.
man? What movie was
I need
that?
a- I
on?
need
It was
a-
on Dave
I need
Chappelle.
an
I
initial.
remember.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
it
it was
was.
on Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Sorry, boys, I don't remember that.
I need an initial here. I need a signature here. But
It was on Meet the Blacks, too.
Was it?
I'm not-
Remember
Blacks
they was
was
across
funny.
the table? He's like,
ever
would
see
you
that?
do this? Would you? She's like,
That's
I
Mike
don't think
Epps,
I'll do
right?
that. Meet the Black? No, that's Marlon Wayans.
Oh, yeah, okay,
Yeah, it is
okay.
Marlon Wayans, never mind.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's not worth it.
No.
I don't think it's worth it.
Hell no.
I said, who
Not
did
Meet
I
the
say was
Blacks.
next?
What are you talking about?
50 Shades of Black.
Oh, okay, yeah,
My
yeah, yeah.
fault.
I haven't
My
seen
I
fault.
that.
said somebody would be next. Howard Stern. How the hell he not getting in trouble yet?
That nigga, he's a sly motherfucker. He's
Howard is a legend, bro.
Howard Stern had girls up there. He just called.
But he
No,
like
the girls were
married.
with it,
I was
though.
about to say
That's
happily
true.
married, but he married though, right?
yeah, but
I think he was married when that shit was happening too. Like on the radio show where he had like girls getting fucked by like the
Yeah,
dildo
by the-
shit.
But
He
that's
just
kind of
had
his
porn stars
escape.
in there.
Like,
They consented.
My wife.
though.
They consented,
As
that's what
long
it
as
is.
they're
Yeah.
consenting,
They wanted to be
I don't
there.
give a fuck.
and
what
they're
they
coming
do.
on his show, so it's like they had to consent.
that's crazy.
They made him sign shit. But
and
we're
now
gonna.
he's the host of America's Got Talent.
Before we switch it up too quick, I want to
Oh, yeah, go ahead, go
give
ahead.
Sumie her props on it. She called out Tyrese, bruh, about how they used the social media against him for his daughter and shit. She can hit that one on the head.
Well, yeah, because now she's coming at him like he's mentally unstable to care for the child. So it's not even a winning custody battle. It's like a lose-lose for
He
him.
fucked up.
He did.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, so is he not getting the child back?
I don't know.
I
I
don't
the
know,
full
but she's
details.
using it against him in court now.
Bruh.
Well,
He's-
that's what any smart lawyer would do, though. Like, yo, he is.
But why would you be doing
But
that?
that's my thing. Maybe he is mentally unstable. Because what logical person gets on the fucking internet, gets on Instagram, and says and starts crying?
Yeah, bro.
Like,
How do you look? He's looking at himself. Remember this. This is a front camera, bro.
He said, "What more do you want
Well,
from
he said
me?"
$15,000. What more do you want from me?
yeah, bro. You're not
That
mentally
nigga,
there,
man.
He isn't,
They've been
bro.
tearing him up. Him and Wendy Williams. They've been tearing him up all month, bro.
bro. Yo, fuck Wendy Williams. Fuck Wendy.
I'm
Williams.
with you. I don't like her.
I don't like
bro.
Wendy Williams.
Hey, I don't
I
care
don't-
for Wendy either.
Like niggas, like shit. Remember when she fainted? I'm like, yo,
I
this
laughed.
shit-
Goddamn.
I laughed. I don't like her.
Yo,
She-
50
that-
Cent
that
tore
fa-
her apart.
Bruh, 50 be shitting on her, bro.
Always.
50 shits on everybody,
I love that
bro.
nigga.
I
He's-
fuck with 50,
he's
man. He don't
funny.
hold nothing
He's
back.
so funny, bro.
He went at Tyrese hard, too, man.
Tyrese, speaking of mental illness, this is not the greatest segue.
Oh, Joe.
But
I mean,
gotta-
that links.
yeah, but Lil Peep,
Yeah, Lil Peep.
young man, 21 years old.
Was he 21?
Yeah, he's only 21.
Wow.
Yeah, he overdosed this past week.
First
Do
and
they know what he
foremost-
overdosed
well,
of?
Before we
Lean?
even say that, get into that, my condolences
Yeah,
to
of
his
course.
mother, to everybody who was in his life.
For sure.
RIP.
Yeah, it's all the close Lil Peep fans.
Yeah.
I didn't know he, like a lot of people in the industry fucked with him.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I never heard his music beforehand.
Like everybody was shouting him out.
I really
and saying,
haven't
we did
seen
this
him
and we
at
did that.
all.
I'm like, damn, I've never
I'll
heard
say
of
this
dude.
about his music. Like I listened to a couple songs and I was actually impressed. It's not like everybody. It's not like all the new niggas that came out with their music. It's not like that.
What they call it? He was one of the pioneers for emo rap.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's
And
like
I didn't know that was
emo.
even a thing.
yeah.
Is that
All right, hey,
is-
but
He's the pioneer for
Peep
emo.
this,
21?
peep this.
Wow.
So you know,
Okay.
Ugly God
yeah,
tripping on
yeah.
shit about water. That shit.
Yeah.
This nigga
I don't know
tweeted.
nothing about that dude.
He ugly, but he tweeted like there are so many fake depressed and fake suicidal people to the point that it's literally whatever because it's everywhere and it's so trendy. Thanks to that, we overlook somebody that cries out for help, and now it's too late. Pay attention, people.
That
Rest in
is-
peace, easy.
That's
Low Feet.
amazing.
Bro, they all crying out for help. I feel like from Future to all of them, bro. That drugs. I mean, drugs is drugs, but stuff like that where you just constantly drinking lean and shit all day. That shit is to mask something, bro.
Well,
I mean, I know it's fun,
and
but
I'm gonna say this because I will be open and say, yeah, I've done drugs in the past. I never did it to like cope with shit though. When you have to fucking take Xanax to get through the day, or
that's
take
what-
a Percocet to get through the day.
But that's a habit.
problem.
That's when it's a
not
habit.
That's a drug addiction.
Well, yeah.
That's more than
like
a habit,
when you.
but-
Like you were saying, like when you need it to get through the day, that's when it's an issue, bro.
Yeah.
Now, if you're
And-
taking it just to have fun, your friends doing it,
But okay, think about this. I mean, more like even mainstream people. So like Selena Gomez went to rehab because she had so many mental issues and she came out with it. She took care of the issue. Like her music was talking about her depression and all the shit she went through. But I think at the end of the day, it's
I didn't know
she's
Selena
surrounded-
was getting down like
Can
that.
I?
Yeah, she
Why
was
is
in,
Selena back with Justin Bieber?
Oh
Yo,
my God.
my God.
Cassie's a fan of it. I'm not.
What do you mean you're a fan? He
Why?
lost the weekend. You gonna leave the weekend for fucking Justin Bieber? Get the
Oh, that's
fuck
who
out
she
of
Hey,
is.
he
here.
might be back with Bella
Oh.
though.
All right, maybe
All right,
maybe
all
he
right,
slid
that's
her.
cool,
Maybe he
that's
cool. I
slid
don't be
her.
knowing
I'm
none
not.
of that
I'm not.
stuff.
I'm not a fan of.
I don't
Bella,
care
though.
about any of that. Back to
I
Lil
don't
Peep.
be knowing none of that.
Anywho, bro,
But
Bieber's
go
a
ahead, go
legend.
ahead.
I was gonna say, like, you know who I'm giving a big shout out to? Wiz Khalifa.
What did he say?
He's one of the pioneers. Not pioneer. I keep saying pioneers. He's one of the niggas right now that's talking out about it. Like, yo, I'm telling these niggas not to do lean. I'm telling you not to do this drug. And yeah,
Wiz always
he's
been
like, just
that.
smoke.
Yeah, he just a positive dude,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Like that's the reason why it don't matter what situation Wiz in. Like we all kind of root for him silently. Like
know what?
we don't want to see.
I don't
him
know
lose.
anybody
You know
who
what I
doesn't
was
like
gonna
Wiz.
say
Yeah.
when you brought up the Future thing? It's funny that like even with us, if we listen to a song like yo, that nigga's crying out, and we'll
Yeah.
laugh about it low key
Yeah,
until he dies.
until he dies.
and that's
But then it's not our problem. Like
and that's why I say
Yeah.
fame is a fucking.
It's
No,
sucks.
it's
a
horrible.
curse.
Well,
It's not
it's a
good,
curse
yeah.
in a sense that like you probably don't know who your real friends are because if they were
Yeah,
really your
true
friends,
that.
they would probably say, "Hey, you need to fucking lay off the Xan."
that's a problem. The people around you,
Yeah.
like the people around my nigga, like Lil Peep, awful people.
Come
Not
on,
awful,
bro.
but
Well,
like
because
were
they
just-
benefit from the success, and then so they're just like, "Oh, I don't give a fuck." Well, as long as I get to, you know what I'm saying?
I'ma eat
Fuck
off of
bitches
him,
with
yeah.
him. I get to eat off of
I
him.
can do drugs
But
with
you
him.
know that also not just music, but like even think about the movie industry, like Heath Ledger. You know, like
Oh,
think about
man.
after
Oh, that's
giving one
another
of the
great
best
method actor.
performances of his
Yeah.
life. I mean, he was so depressed. He was so depressed.
But where were his friends? Where are his homies? Like, come on.
But then
you
it's
have to
hard.
keep in mind,
It's
people
hard
like
to
that isolate
help these people.
themselves. Yeah.
All right, so hey, Boots, you remember I showed you this Instagram post of this other dude, and he was saying,
Boots is on the mic real quick. By
remember
the way,
you were like, dude, yo, do I know that dude? He sounds familiar. Whatever. This guy was pretty much saying like I know I have a friend that is doing a lot of drugs or drinking a lot. That's his drug. He's
Okay.
drinking a lot, and he's told them to stop. But
Okay.
these people, sometimes you can't stop them.
well,
That's another problem.
He said he was primarily killing himself with alcohol.
Yeah, he's like,
and,
I
a
even
bunch of
like
shit
offered to
after that.
pay for rehab, and he
Wow.
like wasn't with it.
and at
He's
that
scared
point,
that that's gonna happen to his friend.
So when that happens, my thing is this: maybe you do need an intervention. It sounds like you're
But
cornering somebody.
The guy in that video said he had tried that several times.
He tried a
Oh, he
couple
tried,
interventions,
they tried.
yeah, and the
Okay.
nigga still's drinking, and it is a problem.
See that, and that's what's difficult. I don't know how to fix that.
That's when you
Like,
go.
I'm not gonna-
I
I'm not
think
gonna
you have to
pretend know
go
how
by force.
Addicts, they like convince themselves they don't have a problem.
Oh, yeah.
They got it under control and all that.
Denial.
But my thing is like your life isn't ruined. I don't know how. Well, this is where we talk about self-awareness sometimes too. You got to be aware of the fact that like, look at what's going on around you. When people are moving on with their lives, maybe when people are starting to like maybe get married or like careers or like all of that shit. And you're just,
but then that can make you more depressed. Like, damn, like I don't have what these people have. I'm just gonna just drug. Let me suppress this shit.
Yeah,
I feel like that happens to a lot of people that get locked up, and you know, like when people get locked up, time goes on. People just move on, and they just still progress with their life. And they come out of jail, and they're just still stuck in place to where like the age that they were when they went into jail, and they're just like, well, what do I do now? Fuck, I'm so far behind. Yeah, let me just drink or go back. I'm just going to regress and go back to what I was doing beforehand that got me in jail in the first place because I don't know what else to do.
But,
they don't.
Yeah. But like you said, I feel like self-awareness is big. Like I myself, I know I have an addictive personality. I do so too. I'm going to make sure I'm not going to get involved in something where it's too late to back out.
And Bashir, you've said some shit like that before too. It's like, I have an addictive personality. I can never do that.
I can never do a hard drug because I know I'm going to like it too much.
Yeah, and that's self-awareness. Me personally, I bounce from thing to thing. I'm not an addictive person. Like,
I don't have addictive.
Like I don't have an addictive personality, so I'm willing to try shit, not crack, but I'm willing to try some shit, and then if I like it, cool, I'll do it for a bit. But even with y'all, like I know I have friends that would tell me, "Hey, you're kind of wilding out right now. Maybe you should stop."
I was about to say that.
But that all ties into like a weak person though. Like when people be like, "Oh, weed makes you lazy," or "I'm addicted to it." It's like, no, that's just you
being a slave to it.
Exactly. Like, you need to know you first.
Yeah,
that's what I like. At 26 years old right now.
Is that how old you are?
I am.
Damn, you're
old. He said right.
I'm just fucking with you.
Ladies, I am 26, single. You know, you can holler at me. I'll take you out to a nice dinner. I'm fucking with these niggas, bro. This soundboard popping.
Yo, that was an amazing time.
That was great.
That's what you use the soundboard.
But like 26, if any of y'all fell into something where it's obviously like killing you, I'd go and I tried everything nice, your family, everything, interventions. I'd go by force. Like chlorophyll, I'm putting you to sleep.
No way.
I'm taking to rehab. And you ain't coming out, nigga, till you better. That's it. That's all you could do with someone doesn't
I feel like when it comes to stuff like that, man, everybody has a seed of hope in their heart. It just depends on how big that seed is and who can make it grow. Like a person, if you don't want to help yourself, there's no way I can help you.
Exactly.
You could lead a horse in the water.
Like that's what I'm saying.
That's a fact.
Now, if you're struggling with building that will up, and you can still see it's a seed in there, like, all right, don't give up on them. But if you fucking with somebody who just like, you don't give a fuck.
And at that point, maybe you remove yourself from that person's life.
Yeah, you have to.
My dad always told me,
or they gonna bring you down.
My pops always tell me like, you could bring a thirsty ass horse to water, but you can't force him to drink.
Yeah,
it's a legendary quote.
Yeah, your dad didn't make that up, bro.
I know.
Motherfuckers be but that's what they really do. Like Bashir was just saying, like they force people in like rehabs and stuff. But it's like I would never force somebody to go.
No, that's
then when they get out, they like, well, shit, that shit's over with. Let me get back to doing. You have to want to go, bro.
That's kind of like, I get that.
That's kind of like reading, like with kids. You can't force the kid to read because
you make them read. They gonna read it.
I'm not gonna do my timetables. You tell me to do it, I ain't gonna do it. So I have to do it. But anyway, I'm saying like, say they come out. Say you forcing them to go to rehab was the final. Like, this is my last hurrah, or I'm out of your life. You know. If I love you enough to do that. All right, so if I love you enough to do that.
I want to delve a little bit deeper into drugs, actually, because I don't know how open everybody wants to be on the podcast about drug use or whatever.
We were talking about eating ass before, bro. What are you talking about?
You're right.
So, I know, and there's people in this room who have definitely at least tried some sort of drug. Nothing wild, but you're uppers. I like uppers. I've never understood the downers. I've never understood Xanax or lean. Getting to the point where you're so like low and
how's that fun?
Yeah, how's that fun to be like?
They say it's more like a euphoric feel.
Well, I've done some before. And
I never did.
No,
we ain't gotta get specific.
Spring break.
No, I want to know.
Spring break. Yeah, I definitely tried it, and I was like,
lean.
Not for
How
me.
was it?
Well, I don't know. I was fucked up. Thing is, like I was
drunk when you're doing it. So you can't
like
you gotta do that shit like fresh.
Here's my thing. I've never this is why I say alcohol is the gateway drug, not weed. Every drug I've ever done in my life.
Alcohol is the gateway.
Every drug that I've ever done in my life, I've been fucked up while I've done it. So
like
it's
first
real
first
shit.
try. First try is always when you're drunk.
I've never willingly done a drug sober. Like I get sober, I'm like, I would never try that because I'm sober. I know better. But when I'm intoxicated, it's like, yo, let's just, I'm on shit. Fuck it.
He said I'm
Like,
with the
You know,
shit.
you go,
That is true.
but that's my thing.
and then you lit. There you go. You're like, fuck it.
Speaking of flying, nigga, I feel like I'm flying off of some of these shits, bro. Like, I feel like I could teleport.
Yo,
But
All right, but sure, you're getting good at that.
you
Yeah.
feel me? I'm trying to get.
But my thing with it is, though, the key word for me was I was drunk. I've never wanted to do this sober. So when you get to that, when you're in a mind state of, I gotta fucking, in order to operate, me and Driss know, I mean, you know this kid too, and I'm not gonna say his name, but we know his name or other people's names we won't say. But they've gotten to the point where it's like, they wake up, need to pop a pill in order to get through the day.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about.
Damn.
We've had to loan people money
Yeah.
because they lied to us saying that they needed something, they needed gas money or some shit maybe.
Yeah.
This is just me
Just to
throwing
get
out.
pills.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah. To
that was the
get,
Bro,
saddest
that
thing.
would eat.
and then, but you know what? That pissed me off because it was just like, oh, I'm thinking you really need help with gas. You're going out and buying drugs. Like, and I know you have a problem. I don't want to be the one feeding into that
But
problem.
not to sound soft.
soft.
I don't get mad at that. I don't know, man. Like I feel bad for them. Like they gotta swindle me out of their friend. That they gotta, like, if it's something that we would never be friends in the first place if this how this friendship started off.
Oh yeah.
But if we're friends for a minute and you getting into this and now you got to swindle me out of money,
You feel
I
sorry.
feel bad.
Yeah.
Like, damn, bro.
Like,
Like,
what's going on?
yeah.
You feel worried, low key.
like
Well, you know
worried.
what's scary is when you go out in a party setting and you see them and you just worry what they do behind closed doors, and you know what I mean, when you're not
Yeah.
around them and there's nobody there to be like, slow down.
yeah.
But then again, we talk about this, and I always bring it back to like my mindset. If I saw myself in the mirror, I'm 26. I'm a smart dude, and if you're dumb enough at this age to do that shit, you're stupid. And I don't want to fuck with you.
What do you mean do that shit? Like being addicted?
Like be addicted to shit. Like get help.
All right,
get
see,
help.
this is
if it's fucking up your life, get help.
But they don't realize.
But
I don't think
was
if you're
just
my
about to
friend,
say
you're-
that.
yeah.
You don't really notice that you're getting addicted if you're getting addicted. Like,
Yeah.
you're just taking it.
I'm talking about- all right,
and the next thing you know, like, damn, I've been
I
doing
guess
this for
I'm talking
years, and
about
now
it.
I can't wake up and.
And that's why I say you
after
need
you
friends.
tell them. After you tell them.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why,
Like they
like
have a
I say, I think we're going to talk about ego next week, but this kind of ties into ego. Put your ego aside when someone's telling you you're fucking up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And that's why I said, not to sound soft, it's not, bro. I've been around like hardcore drug addicts, bro. Like, it's not them that's talking and doing shit. If you know what I mean, it's
the drugs.
it's the shit that got a hold of them, bro. Because you'll see them like, you'll see them feel bad. They like, but I don't have time to worry about your feelings. I'm trying to get this hit or do this or do that.
I got an itch.
what's a fixture,
Yeah,
bro?
bro.
Like, and everybody's got vices. Don't get me wrong, but some people with them, it's the vice supersedes feelings or caring about what other people think of you, or it supersedes you having any empathy. It's like, I need my fix right now, then I'll worry about everything else later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When your vice
It never ends.
affects you externally,
That's when it's a problem.
that's when it's a problem.
It gets really bad.
I mean, internally, if it affects you, it's still a problem. Like I'm addicted to cigarettes. I hate cigarettes. I don't like it, but
We
I
don't
need
like it either, nigga. I'm
You
about
know?
to fucking
But
throw
it's
you
not
some-
What you
affecting
gonna do? What you gonna do?
externally. It's not like you.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna talk to me. Talk to me.
I'll tell you right now.
Talk to me, bro.
I want 5 minutes.
5
Real
minutes.
quick.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm 5 minutes, bro. Over these cigs, bro. The
I am
chemical-
so against.
You can't. Are you Reds? Yeah, you're Reds.
No. I went to menthol, which is even worse.
Oh, that's a nigga cigarette,
But
right?
anyways, I'll tell you, like, when I need a cig and I don't have one and I want one, that's the only thing in my mind.
I've smoked one cigarette my whole life.
I
think
smoked a lot.
You have.
I've
smoked
smoked only
a
one
lot.
cigarette, and I tried it. Like, I remember holding it and everything, taking my first puff, and it was a menthol. So I hit it,
First one? Your
first one
cigarette?
ever, and I was probably 19. So I hit it, and it was like a breath of like minty fresh air hit
Yeah.
my lungs, and I was just like, "Oh shit, this shit is kind of lit."
I remember the
Yeah.
first time I smoked.
But
a
then I
cig.
put it down. Like literally, I took like 2 puffs, put it out. I put it just to see. I wanted to see what, like, how people get that feeling
That
to
buzz.
get it again. I swear to God, bro. Like 10 minutes later, my brain was like, I could go for another hit of that
Real
motherfucker,
quick.
bro. I swear
know
to
the
God,
thing?
it was
You know
so fast.
You know my problem was when I'm pretty sure when I came out of my mother, my dad just smoked at least 10 cigs. So when he held me,
he was just blowing it in your face like
I smelled the like cigarettes. That shit smells amazing. You know how people love gasoline smells? And some people hate it.
I do love the smell of gasoline.
That's cigarettes.
You know what's
to me.
weird too? I like the smell of mothballs. That's some
That's
weird
true.
shit.
I do too. My mom would put them in my closet, and I could smell it.
Hold on.
I like the smell of mothballs.
My nigga, you like the smell of what?
Mothballs, bro.
Mothballs?
Yeah,
What
the
the
little
fuck is-
round, they're little round things.
Little
that-
round
they
white
keep
stink.
like bugs and like stuff.
Yeah,
from
you put them in
biting
like
at,
the corners of the
sweaters.
wall and
Yeah.
shit.
I've
I
never
love
seen a
the smell
mothball
of
in my
those.
life.
You never
I
seen a
hate them.
mothball?
I'm thinking about
They're
lint in
little
your
white.
pocket.
They're little white. Like it almost looks like a
But when you
candy.
smell it,
You
it's
know what
like
I-
you gonna
yo,
die,
when you
bro.
say
Like, I'm not supposed to
mothballs-
be smelling this.
Your mothballs, you know what I think about? You ever remember, what was that bitch cartoon where she was like the clock like this? You remember that? What was that?
It was-
Big comfy
was it a
couch.
Big comfy
Can't
couch.
see that
The
bit.
little fucking dust rabbits when it goes zooms in underneath the couch. That's when you see mothballs, I think that.
No, that's just dust bunny.
What the fuck is a mothball?
It keeps bugs
It
from
keeps
like.
moths away,
Oh, what,
bro.
from your
Oh,
clothes?
Yeah.
They
But I
invented
like the
that?
smell of that.
Are we still talking about Lil Peep?
Well, I mean, we're talking about addiction. Yeah, we're talking about addiction.
Fucking mothballs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's just sad when a 20.
I mean,
yeah,
but
go ahead.
My thing is, I get mad at some of the rappers too, bro. Like,
This was a point I wanted to make.
because
Elaborate.
like, all right, say like I've always let it be known. One of my favorite groups out right now is ASAP. And one of their like co-founders died, ASAP Yams.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Rest in
R.I.P.
peace.
So
R.I.P.
RIP Yams. But ever since that happened, they're so like, oh man, fuck the lane, bro. Da, da, da. But they still be doing it, and they
Yeah.
still like showing us so much shit. So it's like y'all so
Wait,
contradictory.
They still continue to do lean. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
no, I mean Rocky don't do. I mean, well, I don't know.
You don't
what
know
he
what
does
he does.
closed doors, but he
Yeah.
don't promote it. He don't never see him. But everybody
Some
around him do that shit.
Okay, but that's my thing. All right, here's the thing.
Yeah.
First off, yeah, your friend dying from a drug and then you continuing to do the drug is wild.
But
All right,
but just saying that like don't
Yeah.
do it, and you
Yeah.
still doing
You know
it.
what's crazy? Let me throw this in real quick.
yeah, go ahead.
You know what we're promoting right now? Like we see this, we're talking about it, we don't want this. But the Gucci Gang has a
Yeah.
Snapchat filter, and my nigga, he promotes
He's fucked
sipping
up.
lean, bro.
Bro,
Who's this
he's-
guy? What's that nigga? Gucci Gang.
I've heard that.
Yeah, Lil Pump.
Lil Pump.
Okay.
My nigga always has a styrofoam cup
Hey,
in
I
his
fuck
hand.
with Lil Pump though.
And this goes to a broader point.
That's
They're
crazy, though. He might
they
die.
glorify it because
He might,
it's
bro.
it's dope music and it gets people
Literally.
dancing.
And
Yeah,
literally.
Yeah, no pun. No, I'm not trying to be punny.
I mean, well, the other thing is when you listen to it and how often you listen to that, because it's different when you're at a party setting and you hear it and like it's fine. But there's people that will legitimately listen to it in their car all the time when they're at home alone. There are people that.
But you
listen
know
to
who
it.
do
crazy
that?
to me.
The
Yeah.
kids.
That's what I'm scared about. That's what I'm scared.
like
I'm
when
terrified.
we're at our age now, you
Yeah.
can promote all the drugs and gun violence,
Like-
and I know what to take it for, and
Yeah.
then put it down
Our-
and go on about my life.
At our age, it was Lil Wayne sipping codeine.
Yeah,
When I was sipping
But
codeine,
you know what? Here's the thing.
I had 2 cups always, and I
Yeah.
had like Kool-Aid in it.
yeah, same
I'm
here.
like, 2
We used to-
cups.
What's
do we-
I used to be the same
Do we
way.
talk about? Because my thing is we're talking about rappers maybe setting a good example for the kids. I'm saying this.
No, they don't need it.
Yo, no, I don't give a fuck about
I don't
that.
care.
Your parents need to set the example for the children.
I agree.
I think you need to figure out what your child is listening to and
I
be
agree.
like, look,
I agree with
look,
you,
if
bro.
you wanna listen to this, that's fine. Just know that this shit will eventually kill you. Like parents
That's it.
don't parent anymore. So these kids are getting brought up off the music, and that's why they're getting into
That's
this
what
shit.
it is.
I
Back,
agree.
it's the same
it's
thing.
also
back in
social media. Just
my bad.
making it
I'm
easy
sorry.
to
I just
see.
wanted to finish
But,
this
like,
one last
finish.
point. My bad. No, I'm sorry. But the last point I wanted to make, like in the 90s, these kids were being brought up off of gun culture and gangs. Right? All right. They were young kids getting
But you
involved
had
because
Pop though.
well, I know, but I'm saying Tupac was different, but you had Mobb Deep who was promoting it.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? Rough Riders in the
Yeah,
early
it
2000s.
definitely-
And it was
yeah,
cool for them to do that.
The
and that's why-
outliers were so
yeah,
small.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of niggas started gangbanging because of that. Because they didn't have parents to tell them this ain't
Oh,
ain't
yeah, I've
gonna
always
lead
said
nowhere.
that, man.
Your parents need to
Gangbanging, bro,
set
that
these
stuff is
yeah.
all gangbangers are raised by their peers, bro. Like
That's it.
nobody's parent is like, hey,
I want you to
we
gangbang.
crip in his house.
Yeah,
Like, bro,
exactly.
shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
Unless he's
If
in
you
the
talk-
gang.
But my thing is, talk to any regular gang member. They would be like, "Yeah, I don't want any of these kids getting involved in this." This is
Exactly.
yeah,
Yo,
like,
that's
I've seen
exactly
the
what they said.
funniest. I've seen the funniest fucking IG shit.
what?
First of all, this nigga's wearing like a mink like jacket with a like full like fur around his hood, right?
Okay.
So it's hard to take this nigga seriously for a second.
Yeah. Is
But
it
this
camera?
nigga
on?
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
But it kind of looked like he tried to
It
play the
sounded like
camera on
camera.
joint. And he pretty much is like, you know what? I've never got the idea of being in a gang. Like, you're telling me I don't know these niggas before I come in. And if this nigga, Larry, kills a nigga, I have to ride with him? Or he's about to go kill a nigga, I have to ride with him. First of all, like, Larry, I don't know what you do. I just met you too. Now I'm in your gang. Now I got to kill someone for you? That don't make no sense.
Yeah, what was the point you were going to make?
I was just going to go off of what Bashir said.
Yeah.
And just read some of the last like Instagram posts that Lil Peep posted before he died.
These are depressing.
It's just kind of like, why, if you see these signs or you see someone that you know or a friend that's posting these posts on Instagram, then why wouldn't you reach out to them and like help them out? The last couple posts that Lil Peep had, one of them says, "When I die, you'll love me." Right then, if I saw a friend of mine just post something like that, I'll call him immediately. Like, yo, is everything good?
Honestly, bro, it could go both ways.
But it goes back to what Ugly God said.
Depends on what this nigga's been. Exactly.
It goes back to what Ugly God said.
True.
A lot of these people out here, that sounds like a dope caption.
But that's what I'm saying. It do sound dope.
You're like, you'll love me.
Like, he's low key like crying wolf. Like, say all his posts were like happy go lucky, like, oh, I just went to Target and I got this deal, like everything, and then he posted, you're gonna look.
True that.
Then I'll be like, yo,
like,
what's going on?
brag about like
that could be a lyric.
We brag about sleep deprivation. Like, we be like, oh man, I don't go to sleep. I work 24. Nigga, I get 4 hours of sleep, and it's like, why are you promoting that?
Like, nigga, go
I
to
need
sleep.
8 hours,
no,
bro.
Get your 8 hours so you can function.
That's
so
real
your brain
shit,
works.
bro.
You know, with him, you know what tripped me? I don't know if it was on Twitter or Instagram or whatever. It was like, guys, I'm good. I finally took whatever. And I feel a lot better.
He took like some drugs.
Yeah, he recorded. He's like, I feel a lot better. I'm not in like that bad place now.
That's
he
the
literally
worst
said shit
promote.
like that. That's when I would be like,
Peep said that.
Yeah.
Peep said that. So he recorded himself. He's like, I took this and that. I feel a lot better now. Like, I'm not in that bad mindset. Or something along the lines of that. That's when I'd have been like, nigga, what?
I think he had like a post saying like, oh, I shouldn't take this. And then like 2 minutes later, he posted again saying, fuck it. Yeah, there you go. He says fucking, he's like swallowing the pill. I think it's Xanax or some shit.
That got to be the scariest way to die. Like, overdose,
Overdosing?
bro. Like, we all been fucked up to the point where we like, I'm about to die.
100%. Lay on the ground and shit spinning.
Imagine that shit really, like, your heart like,
slowing
down,
down.
bro.
There was one time
done.
we were in OU and
Was that the day Alpha sprained his leg?
no,
Bro,
my ex,
I sprained my ankle, bro, and that shit was wild,
bro. My ex was walking me back to her dorm, and my shit was, I was done over KO. And we're walking through this field, and I think Randy was there, and pretty much they were laughing at me. They were gone too. But I was like, yo, I can't see. I was like, hold on to me. I can't see. And they're like, you can see. Just open your eyes. And I'm, what are you talking about? My eyes are open. I can't see. I'm blind. Don't let go of me. She lets go of me. And I can just hear her and Randy just laughing. And I'm just like, and I'm falling. Like, my head too big. I was like, ah, damn, here I go. I just fall on the ground. And I hit the ground hard, and I get up. I'm like, shit, my eyes were just closed that whole time.
bro.
Like, yo, take me home.
Yourself the breath.
Yeah, I gotta give myself one.
Yeah.
I'll give myself one. God damn.
I remember too that one night. I think Driss, this was when we first started dating, but
Wait, is this me? Is this my
No, it was my story.
Okay,
but
cool.
I had beer Olympics.
He like, oh, don't put me on.
I had beer Olympics, and I was like butt ass naked in the hallway swimming, and thought I was drowning, and I had cuts all on my leg. And this was
What
like
the fuck?
This
Yeah,
was
this
right
happened.
when Driss and I were like
I got a
dating, and the
video.
first thing I was.
We're not gonna show the
started
video.
dating?
It was like towards the beginning of us starting to date, and
Yeah,
I was like, "Oh
I
my
know.
god, this guy thinks I'm
He's like,
crazy." And the next morning, I had cuts and bruises all on my legs, and I was butt ass naked. He goes, "You were drowning in the hallway with no clothes on, swimming down the entire hallway."
But I was like, don't worry, baby, I came and saved you.
I've never had one.
What did you say to her?
know? I was like, don't worry, baby, I'll come and save you. You know.
Oh, yeah.
I've never
nice.
had
Sexual
one.
love with Driss and Sumie.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Back to it.
That was crazy.
Oh.
But on
Ugly niggas.
not to touch on it, but I watched this joint talking about, this has nothing to do with the, we was talking about the gang stuff. They were saying, do you know how much money like could be rejuvenated in the urban community if gang members signed up for life insurance?
Bruh.
Wait, what?
They were saying
This is my fault.
if 1/3 of the gang community would sign up for life insurance, bro, like we would be 1%.
Are you serious?
Yes, bro.
Wow.
But you got to think they're all healthy.
Yeah.
They just offing each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, they can go in for physicals and all that and get health insurance perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But if you know a homie might smoke you down the road,
You might as well have a life insurance.
Yeah.
For your family.
For your kid.
Yeah.
So when I get smoked for the set, whatever, I know my kid and my baby mom going to walk out with 100,000.
Yo, you heard this? You heard this? All these gang members out here
Get life insurance.
I doubt,
bro.
I doubt they have the internet to watch. Actually, they probably do.
They probably do.
Yeah.
They probably
Yeah.
pushing drugs like crazy. Hell yeah, they getting money.
Hell yeah, bro. That shit just blew
Yo,
my
we should
mind up.
promote that. Yo, should we go into business like that? Should we make life insurance for niggas or for like gang members?
All right. So, I mean, no, I'm sorry.
My whole
I'm
plan.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make money out here. Y'all doing this podcast shit, that's cool. But if we make life insurance
We
for
could start our own
like
life insurance.
gangsters,
We could.
we have this in the background. Like, listen here now. You know, little Timmy gonna come and smoke you. Yo,
Come and
make
get
sure
your
your
life
family
insurance.
right.
He said little Timmy.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yo.
Yo, we can make money.
But
Stupid.
Write that
to
down.
end this topic though, RP Lil Peep. If you see a friend
RIP Yams.
who's struggling, RP Yams, RP Peep, RP
RP
Pimp C.
everybody who didn't get Pimp C.
Yeah.
Everybody who didn't felt like they was so low that that's what they needed to do.
Yeah, Heath
bro.
Ledger, everybody.
Yeah.
And if you feel low right now and you listen to this, come talk to us. Talk
Yeah.
to somebody.
Or
You
talk
don't
to
talk to me,
friend, or just
honestly.
get help.
DM
Yeah,
us.
get help.
DM us.
I'm a
Man,
happy-
that stuff
I'm a
starts off
happy-go-lucky
too
nigga.
with just surround yourself with positive people, man. When you're
All right.
surrounded by people who don't give a fuck, you don't gonna give a fuck.
Exactly.
But yo, this is where so to segue, this is where the debate really starts. Y'all niggas got me fucked up.
But ding ding
Ding ding ding.
Let's get ready to.
What's going on?
So what we're trying to do here is we're for the next few weeks we're gonna decide what decade had the best music. You know what I'm saying? Next few weeks. You know what I'm saying? So
who we got against?
but it's in modern times. So we're gonna do the 80s and 90s, and then the 2000s and the 2010s. I know this.
Let's
I
do
know
this. Let's
I
do
know
this.
this
I can't
decade.
wait to the 2000s.
Yeah, I know
but
this
I'm gonna go
decade
in right now.
I know
All right.
this decade, the 2010s hasn't ended, but I mean,
I get it.
We'll still
but I'm
do it.
with this right now.
So
let's go.
Driss, you want to read off the list for the 80s?
All right.
These are the top 20 songs we comprised from the 1980s.
For the 80s.
Ooh. Are
we getting-
hold on, I got you.
Oh, you got me.
It's about to be some
give me a
old
minute.
school. It's about to be some old school players listening.
Who's coming up?
Oh, we got old
For the
school folks
80s.
listening to this? All right.
We
cool,
have Lionel Richie, All Night Long.
Ooh.
All night long, all night.
Candy Girl by New Edition. Sexual Healing by Marvin Gaye.
Fire.
Okay.
When Doves Cry.
Ooh,
Prince.
Prince. Fire.
Purple Rain.
Fire.
as well.
Legend. That's a
Classic,
legendary
classic.
song.
Super Freak. Rick James.
Okay.
Super freak.
She's
Super
super
freak
freak.
guy.
Straight up.
Okay.
Straight up. Now tell me. Paula
Paula
Abdul.
Abdul.
Yup.
Oh.
Then we got some Janet Jackson. Nasty.
He said nasty.
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 Let's Groove by Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Let's groove tonight.
Oh yeah, turn down the spotlight. Okay. Yeah, true that.
we can
And then
True
the
that.
legend, Michael Jackson. We got Billie Jean and Beat It.
Ooh.
I think Mike takes the 80s, bro.
That's
He
like-
does. He does.
Disney
like-
took over the 80s for sure.
So we all agree.
no,
Wait,
no,
what's-
no, no,
we got-
no, no,
we got-
no, no,
okay,
no, finish the
yeah,
list.
yeah,
Let's
okay,
finish.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right, finish the list.
Then R.I.P. Whitney Houston. I Want to Dance with Somebody.
Oh, fuck. Damn, I
Yeah.
forgot about what you said.
Yeah, true that.
Luther Vandross. Never Too Much.
Never
Never
too
much.
much. Never
This is
too much.
Sade.
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 Sade. Woo.
Sade.
Come on.
Sade, her name spelling is a mind fuck.
Yo,
It
smooth
is
operator.
She
though.
needs to put like an
an
accent or
H,
something.
yeah,
or
put an
something.
accent.
There is an accent over the.
Oh,
I just
okay.
didn't type it out though.
Okay.
All right, Sade. Hall and Oates.
That's Alpha's
can't
joint.
go
Alpha
for that.
loved Hall and Oates.
I can't go for. Oh, I love Hollow Notes.
can't.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah,
loves-
yeah. No,
What's the
I
song?
love. I like Hall and Oates, but
I
you
can't
love
go
these
for that.
niggas.
What's that? How'd that go?
I can't go for that.
Can't go for because
I don't know that one.
you.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Sing it,
I
hold on.
couldn't put
go it
every
again.
Hall and Oates
I think I know what you're talking about.
Then let me go. Let me keep going. Keith Sweat.
Oh yeah,
Make
Keith
it last
Sweat.
forever.
Make it last forever.
That's just
That
smooth.
shit was fire.
Bobby Brown. Every Little Step.
Yeah.
And y'all skipping like what's it called? Like the Police. And
I mean, no, it's
Like-
it's just R&B.
R&B.
Yeah, just R&B.
Yeah, I left out all the rock.
Anita Baker.
Bowen, what's it? Fucking Michael Bowen's
Let me
not
read,
R&B.
nigga.
Yeah, hey, let him finish
Let
the
me
list. Let him
read.
finish the list.
Anita Baker. Sweet Love.
Skipping.
Oh.
Day and Night. I'll Be Sure.
I can tell you how I
And
feel.
last but not.
about
Oh, there's more actually.
you.
Shit.
No, I didn't. You ever heard that?
I like it. El Barrage.
El DeBarge.
El DeBarge.
Come on, you guys have to have heard of.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Ooh, and I like it.
See, it's funny. Like since I wasn't born in this
Come
time
on,
period, like
bro.
I know the songs, but like the artist names are just kind of like.
and that's why I'm gonna do because I already know.
So does that mean that the song is bigger than them?
Okay. So yeah, he finished.
I think
he finished.
No, there's some left off here though.
Yeah.
Left off, we got Thriller by Michael Jackson.
We left that off.
Why?
Fire.
Well, and then we left off Janet Jackson's.
You're saying that we left these off because the music videos were bigger than actual.
Yeah. The videos were like the Rhythm Nation.
True
I left off
that.
the Rhythm Nation video or song by Janet Jackson. Great song, but the video was just incredible. Thriller, the video was incredible. They're bigger than the song.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
That's crazy that they still hold up though. Like Thriller
Incredible.
still holds
That's
up,
shit.
bro.
So I'm
What is
gonna
that?
need-
30
That's what I'm
years?
saying, like the 80s.
Almost 30 years.
It's over 30 years.
over.
No. Thriller came out in 83. That's over 30 years.
Wow.
So it's like it's not fair when you say the 80s because Michael Jackson's like
Well,
LeBron James
well,
and like
Bashir.
Michael Jordan together,
Bro,
like
that's such a
smash
best-
it.
That's such a best
You know?
comparison.
I
He is the
want you to
LeBron
read.
James of the
I want
80s.
Bashir to quickly read the 90s.
All
Let's
right,
not
all right.
comment. Let's just
90s, we got Honey by
Fire.
Mariah Carey.
that's what I'm talking about. I Want to Sex You Up, Color Me Bad.
Wanna sex you
Yeah,
up.
Alright, guys,
Waterfalls,
what are you
TLC. You know,
Ooh.
Return of the Mac.
Mac
God,
Morrison.
that's a 90s. Come on.
Fire.
This is how we do it.
That shit is
All right.
played everywhere.
Fuck.
Skate
I
rinks.
wanna be down with you,
Brandy.
Brandy. Come on, we eating this already. I'm so
Fire.
into you.
SWV.
Fire.
Come on, too close.
Next.
Oh,
Come
baby,
on.
when you're-
All right.
All right.
I don't know that one.
What?
What?
Too
You
close?
know it, bro.
I know,
Ooh,
but
you know, you're dancing like you're naked.
Dancing around.
All right, no more.
sexy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
I
you
think
know
I
I like it.
oh, okay, I do. Okay, I know.
Keep it going, keep it going. I get it. You like the song. Let's
That
go.
shit's fire, bro. All right, we got Faith Evans.
All right, I'm done.
Love like, oh, you switched this around, bro. Love Like This Before. Faith Evans.
Oh, my fault.
You good? You
Yeah,
good?
like, yeah, that shit's fire.
Yeah.
You got R.I.P. I Love You. Are You That Somebody? Aaliyah.
Oh.
So,
Rock
yo,
the Boat was fire by
Yes,
Aaliyah too, though.
you know,
That was in
One in a
2000s.
Million was fire.
Oh,
Aaliyah's
yeah.
up
See,
there.
2000s might be my
All right,
shit, bro.
Yo, Poison.
Poison.
There we go. Usher. Nigga, you fucking me up, bro. You
Sorry.
make me wanna.
I
make me
drank a
wanna-
lot of
Nah,
coffee.
Usher that.
I drank a lot.
That
You
shit
should've-
was 2000.
I drank a lot of
Yo,
coffee
what-
when I was making this.
Yo, was this 2000s? Was this Usher song? Not that one, but it's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in
That's
my
90s.
Throw that in there for that. Fuck that.
No. Make Me Wanna is a bigger song than that song.
But that shit, other shit's fire.
Nigga,
bro.
that damn.
My nigga was young
Okay.
talking about I'm taking you in the car. I'm gonna
yeah.
fuck
All
you
right,
somewhere.
read the rest
Anyway,
of the list. Come on.
You got Real Love by Mary J. You know,
Real
No
Love.
Diggity, No
No
Doubt,
Doubt.
motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know,
fire.
say my name. Say my
Destiny's
name.
Child.
I'm
That shit was huge.
We got R. Kelly bumping and grinding. You know,
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly.
Forever My Lady with Jodeci.
As far as R&B male, I think R. Kelly might have had that, bro.
Think of all the shit R. Kelly went
We're
through.
gonna get into the
Bro,
debate.
Space
I want to finish.
Jam.
I want to finish.
Oh,
I want
Space Jam is
yeah.
2000s?
Yeah.
No, that's
I
not.
That's
believe-
90s.
He might
All
got
right.
that.
All right. Killing Me Softly.
Oh,
You know?
Yeah.
Pony, bro.
Robin Honey, yeah. Damn.
And now we're at the end of the road with Boyz II Men.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Fire.
So okay, for the list for both of these lists, I know people are going to say 90s. Okay, we're probably all going to say the 90s because we're more familiar with those songs. I'm going to make an argument for the 80s,
I am too.
and the reason I'm going to make the argument for the 80s is because there are more superstars in that
Yeah.
list. Every single person on this list for the 80s are legendary people,
Yep.
minus I'll Be Sure. No disrespect to Al B. Sure. He just does just this one song. I can look on the 90s list. We had a lot of one-hit wonders. I mean, I Want to Sex You Up, one-hit wonder.
Damn. You know what? You
Return
right,
of the
bro.
Mac,
True.
one-hit wonder.
right
Montel
about
Jordan,
that, bro.
Montel
That's
Jordan,
true.
one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
What?
You know why the 80s
Jodeci,
wins? And
well,
I
Jodeci
don't like
there
saying
on
this.
one
You know
is-
why
one is-
I don't like saying
I
this,
say
and I know the
Blackstreet.
80s wins.
The 80s, but I'm saying,
I'm just telling you
Yeah,
from
go
my
ahead, go
point
ahead.
because I look at
Damn,
this
it wasn't
list.
no Nas on the 90s.
I see-
my
I'm gonna know
God.
we
No,
left
this
out.
is
this is
R&B.
R&B.
yeah,
This is
yeah,
R&B.
it's R&B.
I look
Yeah,
at
true
this
that.
line,
Yeah,
and
true
yes,
that.
you're right. There's a lot of one-hit wonders. don't talk about Leah or R. Kelly or Boyz II Men.
No,
or the Fugees.
I mean, I'm saying they're not
or
all
Mariah
one-hit.
Carey. What are you talking about? Chill, nigga.
No.
Anyway.
No.
If you think about it, though,
The one hit wonder. What I mean by that is
they're still considered one-hit wonders.
are.
but
To me,
here's
Aaliyah is kind of like she's in the middle of a one-hit wonder,
we
bro.
love. Hold on.
She was
hold on.
over
Let me finish this point.
she was like queen of the 2000s until she passed away.
2000. She was alive for 1 year in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like she kind of.
I'll say this:
She was.
we
bro.
go off for Aaliyah. We go off of her potential. She could have been
Yeah,
Beyonce.
we do go
we
off
do.
of her potential.
All right,
She could have been that.
You know what
her
I'm saying?
vibe with her and that Timberland song, oh
bro.
bro.
Oh
Her
yeah.
wave.
Tell me that you like
Everything.
it.
If you see the way, hold up. If you see the way
I've been
girls
watching
dress
you.
today, they're dressing like Aaliyah still.
Easy.
They
Aaliyah
just
was
ain't
ahead
got
of
the
her.
swoop
Easy.
bang
All right.
over their eyes.
Peep this. You know why I say the 80s would win? Is because look at the timeline right now. We still singing these songs, and it's before this.
Yeah,
That's
That
true.
means it's good.
no, but
Nah, I
like,
think
we're
it depends
still
on your
listening to it.
environment,
Depends,
bro.
Well, I'll say
I'm saying
reason
I
I'm-
like 90s.
the
I
reason
like this list.
I'm sticking
Yeah.
up for the 80s is because we're talking about legend. We're talking
That's
about
what I'm saying.
artists that will be here forever.
Exactly.
Like it's not. There's artists in the 90s that are good and that we still listen to. Faith Evans is a great artist.
We don't
She's
listen
not
to
a
Next.
legend. She's
don't
not a
listen-
legend.
yeah, we don't listen to
And when I mean a
Next.
legend, I'm saying like,
What's Brandy doing?
well, she's not a one hit.
What's Brandy doing?
She got another
Brandy's not a one-hit
VH1
wonder
TV
either.
show.
But also,
You're saying
Brandy and
compared-
Monica, yo, that song was
But
amazing.
y'all are talking about compared to like a world stage.
Exactly.
That's why I'm saying the 80s goes up
They
there
win.
because Janet Jackson,
Well,
Michael
you know
Jackson,
what?
Prince,
Even if you-
Whitney
You know what,
Houston,
though?
Luther
if you think
Vandross.
about in movies too, like modern movies have a lot of 80s music in it too, whereas
Yeah.
the 90s music stayed in 90s movies.
Yeah,
They're not
that's true.
As very, other than like Pony.
You know
or
what I'm gonna say
something,
too?
you know what I mean?
I'm gonna say that back then in the 80s, like being an artist meant more. You know, like the songs that came out
That's
in the
what I was
80s,
gonna
like
say.
they had a bigger influence on the masses.
Oh, yeah.
They meant more
yeah.
to people because
And
they
you
had,
had
a
to work-
message. They had a message.
Because and on top of that, I mean, not to cut you off,
No,
Bashir,
you're good,
but
you're good.
not on top of that, they were kind of like the first ones doing that. Versus
modern-
the 90s, we're kind of like 90s was kind of a jack in a way. If you think about it, like they kind of took a lot.
Well, the 90s, the 90s,
80s.
well, no, the
Yeah.
90s sampled the 70s more so.
90s still
Yeah.
sampled the
Think so?
80s though.
The 90s sampled a little bit of the 80s, but they sampled more of the 70s. Like, well,
I'll say
I'm-
late 90s. Late 90s sampled 80s.
Well, no, I'm saying what 90s record sampled 80s?
I guess not even R&B. I'll say
But the
rap.
thing
Rap will
is,
sample-
too-
rap-
Definitely, yeah,
rap will
rap
sample
sampled
the 80s.
all the
Okay.
70s
Okay,
records.
yeah.
Alpha, I'm on your side too, but I kind of got to go against that a little bit because the 80s legends are like they've been around longer. Like we're gonna say Jay-Z is
We're-
the same
I'm talking about
level, but
R&B.
maybe 10 years
But I'm
later.
talking about R&B.
Oh yeah,
All right,
true.
all right,
I'm
Peep,
talking
all
about
right, let me go
hip-hop.
around.
Yeah,
Let me
you
go
right,
around.
Hip-hop,
Damn.
90s hip hop just kind of eviscerates.
I'm gonna go
Yeah, everything.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
like,
he
no,
said
definitely.
it fits right.
I'm gonna go around.
Put the bitches in the
Okay.
burner.
Yeah,
Look at
bro.
this. Look at these lists. If they were both playlists, and you get in your car, which one are you playing? I'll go by.
Okay.
Alpha first.
Damn.
Bro,
okay.
it's our age though. I'm
I'm just saying for you. I
So
just
you're
want to know
just
you by
saying
you.
just straight up playlist.
Look at this playlist. We
Oh
just
yeah, I'm
talked
playing the
about it.
90s.
Yeah, I'm
playing
playing
the
the
90s.
90s.
I'm playing
bro.
the
Show me what
90s.
you're playing.
I'm playing the 90s.
I'm playing
I mean,
90s.
that's us.
Exactly.
But
That's
you know what?
us though. We
The reason-
90s babies.
Yeah, the
That's
reason
what
why
it
we
is.
the
We're
reason
more
why we
familiar
fuck
with
with that
those
more is that we have more memories tied to those songs than we
And
do.
that's what I was saying.
I wasn't
like,
alive in the 80s.
They're just
so-
not, so watch 2029 when
throwing
we're
the-
talking about the 90s. They're gonna be like, it's gonna be people like, man, nah, 2010. That's when it was when the little Peep or
Yeah,
you feel
Lil
me, all
Bub,
that shit.
Lil
Yeah,
Bub.
that's when they was
Lil Bub.
popping. We
Yeah,
were like, nah,
what do you
y'all
say?
know
and that's
about the 90s.
and that's because I pretty much knew we would all pretty pick the 90s, but my point was the 80s they had superstars. Like, like, look at this list.
Michael Jackson. What
For
I
a
say?
second.
The LeBron
We had to
and
leave-
Jordan.
No, but I'm saying global. Like I'm
Well,
saying,
do you remember when? Okay, wasn't this in the 80s? The first "We Are the World" wasn't that in the 80s
We
when they had
are the
all of the
world.
iconic
Yeah.
super,
Yeah.
and they tried to remake it with Haiti,
That shit was
which was
wild.
obviously more modern. But back, what
wasn't
was the
Can we
concept?
comment on how
wasn't working.
what was
We
his
Are the
fucking name?
World.
Wyclef Jean came in at the end, just butchered that song.
But that's
one, the
because
new one?
it wasn't raw music,
Oh,
but in the
my
80s
goodness.
when they came out with that was such a global.
Paul, wasn't that Paul McCartney? You got Michael Jackson.
Stevie Wonder,
Michael Bolton, my nigga. That's why I'm mad about you. Left off the 80s, bro. Michael
Well,
Bolton.
no, I mean
bro.
he wasn't as much.
and the
R&B.
Police.
Well,
No, the police
I
is fire.
I
Police is
said,
so fire.
Yeah,
My mom
no,
put me
shout
on
out
that.
to
the police. I don't.
Sting. Shout out to Sting.
There was more. I think there was more rock
Sting was in
hits
the police.
in the 80s
Yeah,
too.
police. What the fuck?
There was
there
more-
was more
there was
rock in
more
the
rock
80s.
hits
And
in
that's
the
my
80s.
point.
True
The point
that.
I'm trying to make.
That's not the police. That's Michael.
That's every breath.
That's the police.
Every
No,
breath
that's
I
Sting.
take.
That's Sting.
Sting was in the police. Though.
I'm saying, what's a police song? I'm Angel. I don't fucking know.
That shit was fire.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
That shit was fire.
But the point I'm trying to make for the 80s is you were bringing up a point about Mariah Carey being a superstar. I get that. I'm saying, is she a bigger superstar than Whitney Houston?
No.
No.
Okay, but
Or
okay,
Michael Jackson.
Okay, but let's
No.
all right, but
Or Janet Jackson.
Wait, let's
No.
not compare superstar by superstar. But I'd rather do the like you said the numbers. Like
Oh, Mariah Carey's up there, bro.
no. I'm saying the number of superstars. Like,
no,
all
no,
right,
no.
you just
Can I
named off
clarify-
3. We can name off 3 too, but
Ooh, let's go
Wait,
at it. Go ahead,
Wait.
Alpha. Let's go.
Time out. Let me ask you a question to clarify this. When you ask 80s or no, I want to ask this question because I want a clear answer. Are you asking is the music more popular or are you saying the superstars are bigger? There's 2 different points you're making to the decade.
bruh, Destiny's Child is still considered
Hold on.
Beyonce.
But
Usher,
but I can make before we reread the list. I can make the point that because of technology and music, it wasn't at that point. Big
That's
time
what-
records were big time records in the 80s,
And that's all they had.
traveled farther.
and that's all they
That's
had.
what. That's
though.
what I do about
That's
the
what I'm
80s.
saying.
That's
The
what I like about the
superstars
80s.
were just.
It was
if they
harder
had
to get that
social
music.
media-
Bro, but that's because that's all they had, bro.
right.
Like that music,
So-
there was only one place
Let's-
to get it.
No TV.
Yeah.
Everybody had to go to that place, and everybody heard that person.
And so let's read off the list of superstars. I'm gonna read the 80s.
I feel like you about to cheat over there,
No,
man.
I got it.
You do got more.
Yeah.
You got
So
more.
let's just read off the list of people who you consider
Read it
people
off.
who you consider superstars. I'm gonna start with the 80s and then we can compare with the 90s. So Lionel Richie, that's a superstar. That's a legend.
Okay, Mariah Carey. That's
Legend.
a superstar.
Okay. New Edition is that not a legendary group?
Yes,
Yes, they are.
yes, of course they are. I'm not gonna say no.
They made a fucking BET movie.
Yeah,
out of these
yeah.
guys.
You're right.
New Edition is crazy.
All right.
You're
So
right.
who's
I don't
number-
like none of these shits on here,
All right,
bro.
who's number
you're
2?
fucking up.
Who's number?
R. Kelly.
Okay.
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 Marvin Gaye had a hit in the 80s. Marvin Gaye had a hit in the 80s. So Marvin Gaye.
Damn, Marvin Gaye was smooth.
Yeah.
Everyone's fucking
Bro,
Marvin
this
Gaye.
Usher.
Usher,
Usher's
okay.
global.
Prince.
Damn, Alpha's
Damn.
coming out with the fire, bro.
But that's what I'm saying, bro.
I'm
Like,
going down the list. He's jumping
Aaliyah is
to
a
the
super.
list.
Aaliyah is a superstar.
I had Aaliyah in there. I'm going
Aaliyah
down
is
the
a
list.
superstar.
Aaliyah, I
Even
don't
though
really
she had
count
a-
Aaliyah. I
Hold
think
on,
Aaliyah was
before
like
we get
a mid one
Hold on.
hit wonder,
Boots
bro.
wants to get on the mic real quick.
Hold on.
Before-
No. Before you put boots on, my nigga said Aaliyah was a one-hit
I
wonder.
said
My
a
nigga,
middle.
She's
I
not
said
a
a
one-hit
middle.
wonder.
But
a middle what?
I know his
Bruh.
argument though. His argument is she's not a global superstar.
I mean, she can't be nothing now.
Yeah.
But my point is, she was. How long was she out for,
I
bro?
put Aaliyah and Selena together.
She came
Aaliyah
in 90.
and
She
Selena.
came out in 93. Her
Hey.
debut album was 93.
Selena would
okay,
have been
no.
the top
I'm saying,
dog.
when was she popping?
96 to about 2000, 2001.
Yeah. Back and forth to
Five
94.
years.
Okay, but that's what
Back
I'm
and
saying.
forth
I
was
mean, that's
93.
not a. I'm not
93?
saying that's a one hit wonder. Soldier Boy one hit wonder, but that's still kind of like.
'Cause she died.
Go ahead, Boots.
I mean, yeah.
All
That's-
right,
I mean,
so-
it's sad. Yeah.
The argument of
I love Aaliyah,
which
for
decade
everybody to
had
know.
more bigger artists.
What you said? My bad, Boots. What you say?
The argument of which decade had more bigger artists is unfair to like the 80s because as time goes on, like there's just more people making music. It's easier
Yeah.
to make
But
music.
no, but Boots,
Yeah, it's just like-
my argument was they were bigger superstars because there's a limited
but
pool.
as time goes on, it's harder to be a superstar.
Oh, okay. I see your
True
point.
that.
There's so much.
But that was
Because
my-
there's
but
so
that
many
was
other
my whole
people
point.
also
I wanna
making
push back
music.
on- I wanna
and
push back
getting it out.
I want to push back on that point because the 90s didn't have modern technology either. If you wanted to make that point for the 2010s or 2000s,
But
then
no,
yeah,
no.
I
But
wholeheartedly
as
understand.
time goes on, it gradually gets more like that.
Well, but I'm saying
Competition
more
gets- and less
But my
at the
thing is
same
this:
time.
these people are even more revered, low key. Like if I bring up Diana Ross, people are like, "Whoa, Diana Ross."
But Alpha, bro, you got to see that's kind of cheating, though, bro.
How?
They had I had nobody else to listen to but Diana Ross. Versus
Okay.
having 6 outlets.
But I'm not talking about today. We're comparing 80s
They
and 90s.
had to be superstars. They was the only ones
But
doing it.
I'm genuinely comparing the 80s and 90s, not the 80s
Yo,
and the
question.
2010s. That I would make sense for the 2010s. The 90s didn't have the modern technology like that. They didn't have social media.
But they had more competition.
Yeah, I
They had
agree.
more
Okay, but-
competition.
I agree.
Okay, so
Cement was
can
out
we-
like
Black, not to cut anybody. Black people were like more of a rarity
Okay.
back then,
All
bros.
right. So here's me checking my ego a little bit. You're right with that point because MTV wasn't playing black music in the
Yeah.
early
True.
80s.
Okay.
In the 90s, they started playing everything.
Yeah.
BT came to rise around the 90s and shit. You're right. Okay, I can see that
Stevie
point.
Wonder drop
I
music
got a
in the
W
80s?
on that.
What did you say?
Didn't Stevie Wonder drop music in the
That's
80s?
what I fuck with.
Okay, but
Yeah,
let
Stevie
me.
Wonder drops music in the 80s.
Didn't Stevie Wonder have some hits in the 80s?
Why haven't you put through Stevie
Stevie
Wonder? in
Wonder?
there?
What about him?
Didn't he drop some hits in the 80s?
Most of his, he had one.
Charlene is what? Not
No,
Charlene,
most of
that's-
his hits
that's
were in the
my song.
60s.
Stevie Wonder, one hit wonder?
70s.
Really?
No.
Superstition?
I'm a
When
hate. I'm
Superstition drop?
Superstition.
Throw the
I'm gonna
mic
kill
at
this
me.
nigga.
Driss, I'm glad you dropped that. Superstition dropped in 1973.
Did it?
Oh,
Wait. What about I
throw it
just
back.
called to
Superstition
say
was
I love you?
fire.
What about I just called to say I love you? What was that?
That's my
crazy.
nigga. Luther Vandross is where?
Damn, I want to do a
Luther
70s
Vandross is
one
where?
now.
Okay, but can
80s,
I,
right?
Temptations?
They
Bro, we
weak.
should have started with the
Temptations
70s, bro. What are you doing?
Can I
70s?
wrap something up? Okay, but I'm gonna wrap something
I would go
up.
crazy like, yo, give me the
I
mic.
wanted to start with the 70s. Y'all said our listeners might not know too
Damn,
many
we should have
70s.
done 70s, bro. Get the,
The
fuck out of here.
70s would be my favorite decade.
God damn.
I was an old
Okay.
nigga, too.
The
That's
70s would be my favorite. I would, bro.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sumie.
Okay,
Go
can
ahead, Sumie.
okay, I'm gonna end the debate on. I think we all agreed the '80s had more superstars, but the debate that we were talking
Better
about is
music.
which decade was more popular music, which
More
you guys,
prominent?
You
I thought
didn't,
we were talking
you
about
didn't
better
answer
music.
that.
I'll give it to the 80s.
You didn't answer that because you guys talked about the artists. I'm
Okay.
talking about the actual music, like the song,
Okay.
even the
80s.
one hit wonder.
90s.
No, 90s. If we're talking about a
Songs?
whole collective music,
Songs. 90s.
90s.
I'm going 90s. If we're talking about just better, the songs that I,
I gotta
like
go
more,
90s.
Even
Okay,
go
okay.
one
Okay,
hit
we're talking about the
wonder.
songs that we
Yeah.
like more.
Yeah,
for
my
sure.
whole argument was the 80s had bigger superstars. That was
Yeah.
my whole point.
Better
I
music
mean, but
is
the biggest
better music
the
to me is
biggest,
90s.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson was the whole king.
I'm telling you.
So he is the 80s to me.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah,
else
but
is
like
second.
If you
Yeah,
take
but then you still
Michael
got
Jackson
Prince.
off,
And
if you
you-
take LeBron off the Cavs, what they do?
Look at
nothing.
these artists,
You
bro.
take
I'm
Michael
looking at
Jackson
these
out of the
You
artists.
still have Prince though.
Hold on, guys. I'm looking at these artists. These are incredible. Hall & Oates, Sade, Luther Vandross,
Yeah.
Whitney Houston,
They're crazy. They're amazing.
fucking
Michael
Anita
Jackson.
Baker, Marvin Gaye, Michael Jackson, Prince,
Yeah.
Rick James, Paula Abdul. Actually,
I
she
don't
had-
know
yeah,
no Rick James songs for real.
Super Freak.
Cause she's a super
I mean, but
freak. Super
Rick
freak.
James was low key a one hit.
No.
He had a couple records.
Bro, but
I
he's
won't- I
been
won't
around
put-
for a minute.
Rick James
too.
had a
Like,
lot of records. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Super Free. What else?
I can't name off.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Nigga, but we're not from the 80s. But
There's other
it's-
songs. There are definitely other songs. I
yeah,
can't
but
think
if
of.
anytime I see like a documentary with these niggas, like Rick James is like there with
Yeah.
Michael
Yeah,
Jackson.
but I'm
with,
gonna-
like,
I'm
I'm gonna be
yeah.
a
Rick James
Curtis.
was
You
idol.
guys,
Tell him
are,
that.
you guys are not understanding what Curtis. One hit wonder meaning the song was a hit, not how much music he made. Meaning that the song was a true hit.
Yeah.
That is what a
Yeah.
one hit wonder is.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can't
yeah.
use the argument they made a bunch of music. Of course they made a bunch of music.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
that
yeah,
song
you're
was
right.
his big. That's what makes a superstar.
Yeah.
How many of those
Hit
bitches can
records.
you make?
He had
Michael
other hit
Jackson.
records, but I just can't
Michael
think of them.
Jackson is a mega star,
He's
bro.
crazy.
I would argue Michael Jackson over Prince just because
Oh, you
people,
definitely.
people
For me,
can
definitely.
only name
I'm not.
two songs.
Don't
That's
say
it.
who.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying some people will push
decade.
back and say they like Prince
yeah.
more than
But
Michael.
You know why I
It's a-
like
it's
the
a-
Prince
it's a
more?
decade thing.
He was more rebellious, bro. Like
Well, what
Yeah.
Prince was doing in the '80s was so
Different.
Like, the whole-
different,
yeah,
bro.
bro. Niggas were like, I don't even care if this guy is gay.
Bro,
I like his music.
My
You
nigga,
seen his
yo,
album
19
covers?
and this
Yo.
is the 1980s.
yo,
Bruh, my
he
dude-
was was it anomaly? Was it
Anomaly.
My nigga
Anomaly.
was looking foo-foo, singing high as fuck,
high as fuck.
voice
Naked, butt
deep
naked.
as shit,
Okay, so
and he will take your bitch.
Bro, have y'all ever seen the old album covers though?
Killing it.
Bro, that nigga be just
When
naked.
he's
weird.
shirtless with
Yeah,
his
shirtless
chest,
with a
yeah.
unicorn in the
Yep.
back, nigga.
Yeah.
You'll be looking at this
Okay,
like,
wait. I
Prince
have a
had
question.
hoes.
Who killed the Jerry curl better, MJ or Prince?
Lionel Richie.
Oh, nah.
No.
I think
No.
that's
Ice Cube.
Oh, easy.
Ice Cube is
Ice
the
Cube.
Jerry
Okay,
curl.
so-
shit.
No, Michael Jackson loses that
Hold
because
on.
his shit got burned off.
yeah.
That's it.
All right, so to end this round, we're all gonna pick because this is just better songs, not
Is it
artists.
over?
So
Oh, that's
90s
actually
win.
started.
90s.
Never mind.
90s win.
90s.
90s
90s
win.
went on our genre of music, but 80s went on the superstars.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll
I'm with
concede to
that.
that. But since we're talking about songs, 90s win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
now
definitely.
we're not talking Jaden this week. We're gonna say
Nah, we can hold
We gotta
on.
listen.
We can hold it up.
We're gonna save
on.
Jaden for next
But
week.
yeah, Jaden dropped this
Uh,
week, guys.
Yeah,
Jaden Smith.
what's the album?
Sire.
called? Sire.
Sire.
We all have opinions on it.
We do.
yeah, it's gonna be some royal. It's gonna be a Royal Rumble.
and Nick
I got-
will be here for next week.
Look.
He said it's gonna be a what? A royal.
What are we looking like on time?
This nigga,
Kill it, nigga. What's
having way
up?
too much fun. We
I'm
got
having way too much fun,
got
bro.
an hour 4 minutes in there.
That's cool.
All right. I don't know if we do.
Bro, I found a button. I'm gonna throw this
I don't
out
think
because we have
yeah,
nothing
go
to say right now. But
Yeah.
I found one of these buttons, and I was trying to figure. Every time I like downloaded a button, it was like I thought of like this scenario. So if we were talking about like sex, and I was talking about like, yo, this girl's pussy was crazy.
Yo,
I'm addicted.
Oh God.
Her pussy is Satan, bro. Like she's a devil.
I actually want to get Boots on there because these
stupid.
niggas, Boots and Bashir, will call me at the most randomest times.
Holy shit.
Talking about some skits, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And I want y'all to explain some of these skits
Bro, we
that
need
you
to do
guys
that
have.
landing dick
Damn.
skit,
The
bro.
landing dick skit. All right.
What
all right.
what is this?
Picture this. Landing
We was
strip.
all in the cipher, bro.
Yeah, we're killing it. Like, think of a girl that has a landing strip, right?
Okay.
And you fucking her.
That landing strips are hot,
Now, Pete,
by the way.
it is hot.
You gotta
but
think about
have
your
you
dick as a
ever-
plane.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know when you're yo, bro,
Oh, you guys are fucking creative.
bro. You know how like as a kid your mom would feed you like, yeah. You do that with your dick.
But all right, now imagine a vagina. Wait, imagine a vagina with the landing strip, and there's dudes down there like directing your
No,
dick.
it's her. No. We said it was her. She's directing it. She's
I was
like,
gonna say I don't want dudes down there.
I mean, whoever gonna be down there directing
no,
traffic?
it's her. Like you hit him with the, and she has the light, the cones. Like this.
Oh,
like no, come. Yeah. And it's like, I'm landing.
That shit is fire.
You know, and you hit it real hard. Like,
Oh
that
my
was a
god,
hard
that shit
landing.
is fire. Yeah.
You start smacking it. Oh, we got some
You were like,
turbulence.
brace yourself.
All right, so
You
hold
gotta
on,
tell
hold on.
passengers to brace themselves.
What happens if she's like dummy wet? So is it just like and like in
Oh,
like
shit.
no, I'm saying like
There's
that's
turbulence.
Like, oh shit, that was hilarious.
Yeah, we gotta do that
man.
skit. What's another skit we had?
You had the one with the flaming hot Cheeto.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all right.
explain
Like think
this
about
one.
this. What was it? It was like, how do you start, Boots?
It was like, what if your wife was just like really normal in bed, like all the way up until one day you're like,
I'm suggesting-
Oh no, you know what I say? No, this is what I started. This is what I started.
I'm imagining that's how Mitt Romney
All right,
has
so
sex with
you
his
can
wife.
finish
Yeah,
it.
let me start. It was like
you to the point.
it was
where you
like
can finish.
you get to do the freakiest
Pause.
thing you want. You imagine to your woman. All right, anything you want, anything in the world. He was like, "Yo, you got to step on Legos while I fuck you. Anything you want, right?"
What the fuck?
I know. Anything
that? What
but I'm just saying, like, you get to do any, like, if you want to just like, yo, suck on my balls, you know, or some shit like that.
Okay.
You get to pick.
Boss.
But
My bowels.
she says,
Boss.
if you get to do anything you want, I get to do anything I want. Anytime.
Stick a
I
Cheeto
call
up his
it.
ass.
Yeah. And she
Nah.
like, and she waits. She's like, you don't, she doesn't tell you what it is. She doesn't tell you what her thing is. It's like, do you agree to this? Right now, you can do whatever you want to me. But in the future,
I can
I
do
can do
whatever I
whatever.
want.
I'm not
And
agreeing.
I was thinking, I was like, all right.
It's some Frank Gallagher shit.
What in the future, yo? Speaking of, I'm gonna
Shameless.
digress. I'm gonna digress to this. Peep this. The actor, what's his name? William.
William,
H. Macy.
yeah, William H. Macy.
He just got a DUI, right? Recently.
I think it was
Was
fake
it
because
fake?
I
was
looked
so
it up and
mad.
it wasn't
Fake
real.
news?
I thought he was
Trump
being
shit.
a method actor. I thought he was really being like Frank
Yeah.
Gallagher in
No.
real life.
Like how Heath Ledger was. I mean, R.I.P.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Heath
man.
got deep. Heath got deep,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
No,
I don't think we're doing
continue your
this.
skit,
I don't
though.
think we. All right, well,
Continue
it's
this.
like,
I want to hear this.
out of nowhere is like April. I'm gonna say 25th.
What?
You know, you just help the kids. You and your son were mowing the lawn and everything. She could, hey, come on.
It's
He's
time
like,
to go.
what?
Okay.
She brings you upstairs. Lay down. He's like, what? I'm pulling the card.
Oh shit, that sounds deadly.
I gotta mow the lawn,
And
though.
she, no. It's whenever. It's whenever she wants.
Oh,
she
nah,
pulled the
you ain't
card.
interrupting this.
Like, come on, let's go. You sweaty, nasty, laying in bed. She pulls out 3 bags of hot Cheetos, and you're just looking like, what you gonna do? And she says, I'm gonna stick it in your asshole when you fuck me. I'm gonna stick hot Cheetos in you. I don't know where this came from, but I was
what the
thinking,
fuck was y'all
I was-
on, bro?
Yeah.
Wait, can I just tell you, they called Driss that night. We were in bed. He called Driss and go, conference
good
call.
one.
Bro.
Conference call. That's all he
Conference
said.
call.
Conference call.
It was like
Yeah.
11 o'clock at
I
night,
was,
bro.
I was staying. I'm like, hey, Driss, you're on the conference call with Boots. Boots is here. All right, now you know. And we talk.
That's stupid.
Oh,
I think it was
Oh,
good.
shit.
and I
what?
was like ready. I was like, oh, this is about to be some shit. He
Yeah.
got some heat for me.
Yeah.
And then
So Cheetos, right? That's how you started off. So Cheetos, right?
So think of hot Cheetos, right?
That's always
Do you
how the
guys-
convo starts.
Do you guys remember 2 weeks ago when Nick and you guys came up with that murder
Oh
mystery
my
that we were all
God,
going to go to Hocking Hills to
holy
film?
shit.
Bro, y'all were off on
We
one.
had an idea
Bro.
for a movie I don't know how drunk people were. That was,
It was
the most.
Dylan and Nick that
Yeah,
Yo, that
lit.
shit was
Driss was in the
wild,
background
bro.
like, I'm the killer now?
Yeah, bro. Like, first of all, I was just in my room doing homework. This dude, me and Sumie and I think Alpha was in here too. Like,
I was
we were
in
just all talking.
Wasn't it
just
after a
hanging out.
podcast?
Yeah, it was after a couple. It was after a podcast a couple weeks ago. And this man Nick just comes in here full of energy, just like, "Yo, I got an idea for a movie." And I was just like, "All right, spell it. What's up?" It was just, and
Nick
he's just
was amped
like,
that
he was just
night,
like,
too.
"Yo, all of us are in a room, just doing chill shit, watching TV, and then we all just end up dead, like, but almost dead." One of us died. I was just like, wait, so one of us died, we all died, what's going on? Like, he just didn't have a story to it. I was just like, nigga, what are you talking about? And then that just turns into like an hour of us just like trying to figure out what we could do to this movie.
An hour that I will never get
Yes, we had Alpha writing out a fake script.
I was writing shit down. I was writing shit down like, yo, is this the outline? Like, what's going
We
on?
were coming up with like character names and everything. Like,
Yeah, bro.
my name was like
funny.
Toby or something.
Yo, I hate y'all niggas, bro. But
Yeah,
was-
that's fun.
that was fun.
How many times do you think you say I hate you?
Every fucking day.
I say it so much. But
I say I love you so much, and no one says it back. I say it all
back
the
to you
time.
all
I
the
think,
time.
but you know what my
Better
thing
say
is?
it back.
I say
Oh.
I hate
Good
you
for
in
you.
an endearing way. And it's always to women. I'm like,
Yeah.
I hate you. And I was laughing like, I fucking hate
I'll be
you.
looking at half of our
It's like,
friends.
I love
half
you.
the
It's
time.
like, you're
It's
so
like
funny.
saying
I hate
love.
you.
I look at half our friends half the time. They're just saying shit. I'm like, I'm friends with you. I don't know why, but like you're funny. But it's like, God damn, bro.
Why?
Like you really think that? Why'd you say
Yeah.
that out loud? Like,
I look at you a lot and I'm just like, why? Like,
I
why?
don't- sometimes I realize I gotta get better at like processing things before I say it.
I got to do that.
I be
I've had
saying
a
shit,
girl
and
with
like
me,
after
like,
I say it, I'm like, oh, that could be
you
offensive.
ever have a girl just like, we say ego? It's like, it's not, like she shits on your ego. No, I guess it's not the ego. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, she
But I
kinda-
had a
she
girl
lowers
shit
your
on me
ego.
where it was like, do you ever think before you talk? And I was like,
No.
Damn.
No, I don't.
shit. It's like, you
I'll
sound
say it.
stupid right now. I'm like, damn.
Bro, I've had teachers tell me
hurts.
that before, and that hurts even worse.
That hurts. You call someone stupid?
Thing is, it doesn't hurt my
If you
feelings.
say
me,
it seriously,
like, you're
stupid
dumb.
is a very harsh
If
word.
you call someone
is.
dumb, like, yo, you're dumb.
I'd rather be called dumb.
Dumb hurts
Stupid
too.
really hurts.
Stupid hurts.
You're like, you're
hurts.
fucking stupid.
Yeah. I'd be like,
It's that pig.
yeah, bro.
That shit makes
My
you feel
biggest fear is
dumb.
being called mean. I never want to be
Oh, you
called
can call me
mean.
mean all day. I don't give a fuck.
laugh.
Nigga, you
know
call
we're
me
mean.
mean, I might smirk.
You're mean.
I was like, yeah,
Anybody
you're
who
mean.
says
He's
you're
like,
mean is like, I just feel like
that's your
you're,
thing,
you're,
bro.
sen- you're
What?
too sensitive.
yo, I have a button just for Alpha. Whenever, like, say someone says, like, yo, Alpha, you're mean. He's always said, like, I don't care.
I'm not mean though. Like I really genuinely when stranger people, stranger people like
Stranger
the show,
things,
yeah.
yeah.
When strangers like are around me, they're like, "Oh, you're a really nice guy," and I'm like,
And
yeah.
I'm like, are you fucking serious?
but just because you guys,
I know
I'm like,
you.
Yeah,
I know
exactly.
you.
We know.
Yeah.
That's
All
funny.
right. Look, this is a great podcast. We talked about a lot of dope shit.
yeah.
Why are you niggas quiet all of a sudden? You guys always have shit to say, but like right when we're rapping,
I don't know.
we're done debating. There's no more debating.
There's nothing else.
The 80s, bro, we talked a lot of music.
We
talked
did.
Xanax.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
Everybody
I clicked
R.I.P.
a lot
doing
and
that stuff.
I clicked a lot of buttons today. I'm
Yeah.
looking at it.
And next week, I think we're going to talk a little ego.
Yeah,
And,
we're
talk
gonna,
about
we're
ego.
gonna get the
Ego's going to be great for
We'll
next
talk.
week.
You're gonna get the list ready for the 70s and
70s and the 2000s.
Are we going to get 70s and 2000s?
Bro, that'd
a
be
big
lit.
jump.
That'd
But
be
wait,
super lit.
happy Thanksgiving,
Whoa.
everybody.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll be
Yeah.
out this week.
Happy
True
Thanksgiving.
that. True that.
Do
True
that
that.
again.
True that.
Happy Thanksgiving, motherfucker. Yo, remember that teacher
sucking
that
balls or something. That don't even sound like a turkey.
I always think of like an old white nigga with a
It
turkey
sound like a
neck.
nigga like,
This nigga get mad at you. He's like, I swear to God, motherfucker. Like just shaking the gobble.
Yeah,
That's
hey,
silly.
we'll tell. We're gonna tell you guys how we feel about our Thanksgiving, or tell you guys about our Thanksgiving next week.
Oh, I'm throwing this out there, and I didn't make this up.
Oh god.
Someone said it, and I agreed with it on like a post or something on Instagram. Everyone, and listen, I'm talking to you white people.
Oh god.
Every single body that promoted Christmas, all right, before they promoted any Thanksgiving, I don't want to see a snap of your Friendsgiving, your Thanksgiving.
True that.
Don't even celebrate Thanksgiving. You're not allowed.
I agree.
You skip over the day where we eating.
Thanksgiving's so much doper to me than Christmas.
Don't disrespect the turkey. I hear you, Boots.
Yo, hey, and to all the dudes out there who are catcalling, grabbing women's asses.
What was it?
Don't do it.
That's
Hold on,
just-
what's it? How we going? Whoa.
No, because I'm going over.
Whoa. How we go from turkeys to grabbing
I'm
asses?
going because I thought about like, yeah, turkey's ass. You got to.
Bro, you know what? I just thought about the.
You grabbing turkey's ass?
Have you ever seen a meme with the twerking turkey?
You gotta get the giblets,
You seen
nigga.
that shit?
Yo, in the turkey's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You ain't
gotta
grabbing the
get that
ass.
shit
You're not
out.
just grabbing turkey's
That's
ass.
worse. You in the ass.
That is kind of sexual.
Same difference,
Bro,
Sexual
damn.
assault to turkey,
Fisting
bro.
turkeys.
Yeah, I bet somebody's fucked a turkey before.
I
Yo.
guarantee that.
Yo,
I
shout out to all the
guarantee.
turkeys out there. I'll throw that out there.
All right, to wrap this
You
up,
don't know.
man.
Quentin Tarantino looks like he fucks a turkey.
Oh,
Yeah. Now that you put that image in my head, it seems kind of normal.
guy, bro.
It does seem kind of normal.
Alpha. That was a good one.
He looks like that type of guy who would fuck a turkey, bro.
You're 100%. I'm
And
with you on
Harvey
that.
Weinstein made a lot of his movies. I'm saying.
All right, we done?
Shout out to Uma Thurman.
bro.
Let's
Yo, you have a button to sign us off for sure?
Oh, shit. We
Finish him.
done.
All right.
Yo, come on, we can't get
Yeah,
the music.
we-
We can't get Curtis
Yeah,
signing
Curtis
us
sign
off.
us
Oh, yeah,
off.
Kurt's gonna sign
I
us off.
mean,
We
yeah.
can do this shit.
Appreciate all y'all. We was doing a lot of bullshitting at the end, but you know it's coming out of all love, man. We love y'all. You know, stay positive, stay blessed. Show us love, we show it back. You dig?
Absolutely.
And we done. Well, shit.
Shit. It's kind of awkward.
Yeah, this is really awkward. Goddamn.
This end is so awkward, bro. What is it? Bye, guys. Fuck.